Okay. The East End's in the building. 13 years in the game. Hoodstock is in the building.
Shout out to Hoodstock.
No griot, no Haitian patties, no... Man, what's going on, ladies? If you guys don't know, this amazing non-profit organization called Hoodstock doing great work in Mont Nord for the last 13 years. How you guys kind of got started, right? It was right after the Freddie Villanueva, right?
Yes, sadly, August 9, 2008, Freddie died by the hand of a police officer.
Yeah.
And, the craziest thing is that the community was calling out the racial profiling for a while. Mm-hmm. So they were like, let's just prevent it. Let's just do something. And then he died, and it just creates so much pain, It was crazy. And I remember just not necessarily being there because my grandmother and my cousin live really next to the park where he actually died. And the people were so in pain. And then Hoodstock, the first name was Montréal Nord République, and it was a movement. And I remember it was like, let's just gather all the strength, all our voices, and call out what is happening and make noise, just to make sure it will never happen again, and just turn that pain into a purpose, into a project for youth and for the community.
Hoodstock, but hold on, I messed up.
What do you mean?
J'ai même pas fait les bonnes introductions. Introduce the people, because I just got the picture. It just says Hoodstock. Introduce, I apologize, Vanessa. I'm sorry, man. Introduce the people who you guys are. I know they see you guys on live and stuff. Sales, just fix the camera, make sure we get the lady with the beautiful pink blazer as well. So, prenez votre temps, let people know who you guys are and what's your role in Hoodstock.
So my name is Nancy Zagbayou. Je suis chargée de projet dans le projet Travail de milieu.
Hi, my name is Cassandra Exumé, and I'm the General Coordinator since February 2020.
Okay, what does a General Coordinator do?
Listen, making stuff happen.
Exactly.
Because what I said
Just
before,
in charge of everything.
But when I came, we were only 3 employees, and now we're like more than 15. Like just because, like I said, it was a movement. There's a lot of militant around the this beautiful organization, but it's a non-profit organization. There's politics that rules that need to happen. HR needs to come in. We have to make sure that our team is strong and make sure that we can do the work in our neighborhood. And for that, we need structure. That's why I'm here.
And she does a great job.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. You're so sweet.
Okay, so let's go into it. So Hoodstock, We the Hood. Let's go. I love the website. Whoever did the website, we need to get that guy over here in the Morning Detour as well. Okay, you can donate to Hoodstock. The website there is hoodstock.ca. And so let the people know what are some of the initiatives that you guys do. Faites des porte-à-porte. Let people know all the different activities that you guys do so people know how dope Hoodstock really is.
Absolutely. I'm going to let Nancy take that one. But the thing that we really do is create it for us, by us project. So for us, it's really listening to the community and make sure that we have projects that are connected to the needs and what they are actually asking. So Nancy's working on that Justice Hoodstock. She can talk about that.
Justice Hoodstock
Hold on, Nancy. Hold on. We'll get you a little closer. Go.
Yes, so Justice Hoodstock is a project that addresses the overrepresentation of Black people in the criminal justice system. And so it is a restorative justice project for people who are Black, by people who are Black. We accept people who are over the age of 18. And instead of them going through the criminal justice system and having a criminal record, they can complete our project to pay their wrong to society and not have a criminal record.
Hold on.
Talk about systemic changes. That's what we're doing.
Hold on. You guys have a backdoor to not getting a criminal record?
So for specific offenses, if you're eligible to a program called le Programme de Mesures Générales de Rechange, you can participate you can be referred to by the Justice Department to our program, and then you have to complete certain tasks, have to be part of the program. You can go to healing retreats. We have Afrocentric workshops, psychosocial follow-ups with the person accused. We have some culturally sensitive measures that the person can do, like mentorship and other sanctions that the person can complete.
Okay.
And once the program is completed, you won't have a criminal record, but you need to fall under the offenses that are eligible for this program. And you need to have a certain age, and you need to be a person who is Afro-descendant.
Okay, well, look at that.
I love that.
Look at that. You guys are the modern day Black battalion over here.
It's super well rounded too. How you guys are like doing all the angles, especially like honestly, especially because Montreal has seen like a lot of violence in our city recently. Some is police related or even gang related.
Right.
So how do you work to keep our youth out of the streets, and what can other boroughs do to follow an example of you guys?
Well, when Nancy talk about justice holistic, it's a holistic approach. We are really putting the human in the forefront.
Yeah.
And that I think that's something that is really lacking. We're always thinking that there's just one way to heal and just stop violence. No, there's so many aspects and layers that can make something happen like that, and what we're seeing today. And just let's put it like our youth, well, my youth is really different from what the teenagers are going through right now. Going through a pandemic, going through everything, climate change. It's a lot. Social media as well. So you really have to take care of the human and just look at it. I know there's another project called Travail de Milieu that Nancy is also working on, and it's really just preventing what is happening. It's no surprise. When someone in so much pain, it's like, you're going to maybe act on it one day. But why can we not do the work beforehand? And Travail de Milieu is doing that so great.
So tell us real quick about that project.
So when it comes to violence in our community, it's important to address the underlying causes of the problem. And young people in Montreal North don't have the same access to resources. They don't have the same access to psychological services. And so what we do in Travail de Milieu is that we meet people where they are in the community. We build a rapport with them, we identify their problems, and then we try to respond to their needs by offering appropriate resources and services in order to prevent them falling into criminality. So we've had many projects or workshops that we've completed over the year. This year we've had about 22 different events. One of them was
days working.
They're grinding.
No, I'm trying to, je vous écoute, and I'm wondering to myself, why isn't there, first of all, why isn't there a Hoodstock wellness center in every neighborhood, in the city? Like, why? Because I see the Ville de Montréal gave you guys a stamp, and you guys are accredited. You guys are official nonprofit, is recognized by the white people and all of that. But what I don't understand is that I'm gonna be honest. It's the Morning Detour. They know how I get down. But what I don't understand is why isn't there a Hoodstock wellness center in every neighborhood? You guys are doing real work. Like, I want to talk about. You guys have a program, les violences sexuelles. What is that? What's that about? Because they don't talk about that much in the news, but the date rape and drug thing is on the rise. There's a lot of sexual violence cases happening across the city. How many women got killed last year?
What I was gonna
Feminicide. No.
And the government gave money, I think $275 million, but that's what they do. They're going to say, okay, we're going to give X amount of money, but we're not hearing the work, and you guys are actually doing the work at Hoodstock. Why isn't there a Hoodstock wellness center in every neighborhood?
Yes, and let me put some light on that project, Hoodstock Violence Sexuelle. I'm going to give a big shout out to my colleague, Nardes Mustafa, Julie Tran, partners like Marilan Lopez also.
Let them know.
Listen, when we talk about sexual violence, let's talk about women of color, how difficult it is to be trusted, how difficult it is to get access. Like, if you live in Montréal Nord and you get raped, for example, the service is so far in terms of mobility. So you have that impact. You just been through
everything is
trauma.
hard.
Everything is hard. Just to get there is hard, and then just to get your testimony trusted. There's so many barriers, and for us having a diverse team, we understand the pain that our community is going through, and that just makes us so aware of what we can do, because we are living the police brutality, we are living the sexual violence as well, we're living all of that. So when we come and help the people that come in for our project, we're well equipped because of our experience also.
You guys are like a modern day Black Panthers.
Yeah.
you guys are like neighborhood watch, Black Panther rolled up into one, and a little bit of Queen of Sheba. I feel in there, a little bit of Cleopatra in there. I love Hoodstock. I want to go. I want to do a march. I want to do a petition. I want a Hoodstock Wellness Center. Watch the caviar, Vanessa, with a little resto bar, only griot and du riz. Only grill at the little canteen. Only grill, turi, and pate. How you say it?
Oh.
And you've mentioned the killing of many women in the community
Feminicide,
this year, the feminicide. Yes, we're having a discussion in the community.
When is that?
On December 1st at the MCC.
Maison de la Culture et Communautaire de Montréal.
In Montreal North.
Awesome. Okay, send us the information. Over show. You guys have our email. This is why the Morning Detour said we need to talk about that because I don't understand as a man how men could take it off. I know emotions run high. I know a lot of these things are called passion crimes. But to go to the extent, I don't think a lot of people understand that death is final. There's a finality behind it that a lot of people don't understand. Like, you'll never hear her talk again. You'll never see her again. I think there's a disconnect somewhere in terms of the respect that a lot of men have towards women.
I mean, we have to prevent it and have a discussion with men and women. Like, let's say, like, if we're like a
some of y'all be triggering.
You know, but it's for every sex, every gender. I mean, it's a conversation that we need to have as a community. And I'm not trying to point like we really just have to take care of each other as well, and just see how we can heal as a community. Thank you so much.
Talk to me about Festihood. I want to be part of Festihood. What's Festihood?
The Festihood came during the pandemic. We were going through a lot of like issues in terms of making sure that we connect to the community, that they're aware of what they need to do, like wearing masks and social distance. And Montréal Nord, shout out to them. Ils faisaient vraiment un bon travail. Ils prenaient leur masque. Il y avait une belle, ils prenaient soin d'eux et pourtant. It's a neighborhood that was mostly hit by the COVID. But what we did during 2020 and 2021, we really distributed a lot of masks and just make sure that we connected to the community. And the Festihood was the idea of having a Saint Jean-Baptiste with our colors, because we live in Quebec, 24 June, so we did our third edition this year, and it's about giving out food also.
I want to be at the next Festihood.
Let's go.
I need the Detour booth.
And the other thing is like Hoodstock is also an art and culture. Like it starts with an art and culture, like shows and everything. Because through art, you can just
you guys are fly.
But you can just talk about your pain through art, you know. And having that festival that's going through every little street and give food and music and people dancing sur leur balcon is just a beautiful, beautiful moment that we're having every day. It is.
Listen, man, you gotta know about Hoodstock. You guys gotta stop hiding in the East. Okay, we have that much time left, but let people know what's the next big thing. I know you guys have the Talk for Feminicide coming up in December, so have you guys back on again. We'll talk about that. But what's the next big thing we could look out as we're closing out the year, and what are you guys looking to do in 2023?
We're still doing like initiatives, like we have power lunches at École Collecta La Vallée, which is pretty much bringing mentors from artistic area and just talking to the kid as well. As a general coordinator, and just I heard the mayor before, always doing strategic planning. It's important for us to get structured to be ready for the next year. So many things. I think the best thing is to follow us on our Instagram, social media.
Hoodstock.
We also did a partnership with Espace pour la Vie and did a micro musée. So we have the launching on November 18 at the MCC also. So follow us and you will see how much we stay working and how you can come and just visit us and be a part of our initiatives.
And talk about us. Talk about us with your friends, with your family. And if you know people who may be eligible for the Justice Hoodistic program, please send them our way.
No, we have to get you guys to come back again and talk more about that. The Justice Hoodistic is very interesting, and I think we need to do a little bit more in-depth thing. So we'll talk off air and we'll set something up. I think that's really important. So people are just aware of these services because a lot of people don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So Hoodstock, I'm going to push for the wellness center.
Yes.